Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier, and welcome to a minimal bullshit update on voice attack. In doing some channel housekeeping, I found an old video that was 16 plus minutes. It was detailed but lacked flow and focus. It basically had too much bullshit in it, so let's begin. Voice attack is a voice recognition software that executes custom macro commands. You can create anything from simple keystrokes to a custom macro and then speak the command. The software is very capable and it can bind practically any command to voice. The software only costs $8 to purchase. A trial version is available, but seriously, $8? Voice attack requires nothing more than a microphone to operate. It works better in areas with less ambient noise, and if you have any sort of accent, you may need to train it before it'll understand your voice properly. My voice is pretty accent-free, and it worked for me without the need to train it. Here's a test hit to demonstrate what voice attack can do.
Begin scan.
Display shields.
Shields up.
Shields front.
Shields front.
Shields left.
Shields left side.
Shields right.
Shields right side.
Shields center.
Shields balanced.
Display power.
Power up.
Power to guns.
Power weapons.
Power to shields.
Power shields.
Power to engines.
Power propulsion.
Power balance.
Power balance reset.
Display overview.
Overview up.
Chat window. Nearest enemy.
Nearest enemy contact.
Zoom in.
Looking in.
Zoom out.
Looking out.
Time check.
It is now 4:25 p.m.
Launch 1.
Missile.
Firing.
Lock.
On the way.
Launch 2.
Missile. Lock.
Firing. On the way.
Chat window. Type flex.
Okay.
Type salute.
Okay.
Sir.
Here's how to import a profile. Once you download it, you point the software at the file and you are basically ready to rock. Before you start using the software, here are some useful tips. To operate properly in starcitizen, the program needs to be run as an administrator. To do this, once the software is installed, right-click and select Run as Administrator. When operating, it's normal for most of the text you see in the window to be gibberish. The yellow indicator will just show you that no command was executed. And when operating properly, any command that's identified by the program will appear as a green indicator when the macro is triggered. If you use any kind of VoIP and voice attack at the same time, you're going to need to set push to talk instead of voice activation. Your org mates will P-ban you out of the server if you don't. The software is going to ignore most normal dialogue, which prevents accidental commands. For example, if you said, "I love Star Citizen, shields front," nothing would happen. But if you said, "I love Star Citizen, shields front," the command would execute. So just remember to add a slight pause between two commands if you want to execute them back to back. If you decide to install the trial version of the software, you can play with it as much as you want. You won't be able to load any profiles into it, and nothing will save. This is why I suggest just buying it in the first place. There are a couple of profiles out there like Anna that are really popular. I created my own, it's the one I demonstrated. A warning, all of the off-the-shelf profiles are made to function with the default key bindings. If you messed around with all your key bindings, none of the off-the-shelf profiles are going to work properly. Remember that the program is just pushing keyboard commands. My voice attack profile is really streamlined, just like my YouTube content. It's my gift to you. Download it, use it, modify it as you see fit. I started to use voice attack because I used to play with a gamepad. It lacked a reasonable number of buttons. Being able to offload all those functions to voice allowed me to play with 100% functionality, and I also found it to be more immersive. Even though I now run a fully bound HOTAS, I still constantly use voice attack. I'm going to explain a simple command and then a more complex command. It shouldn't take very long. The simple command that I want to demonstrate is to release countermeasures.
Flare.
Countermeasures out.
Chaff. Ready.
Decoy.
Flare.
Countermeasures
ready.
out.
Chaff. Ready. Chaff.
First, you have to understand how the command you want would normally be executed on the keyboard. For me, the ideal countermeasure is to relieve a chaff and flare at the same time. That command would be ZXZX. You're going to need to think of a spoken command that you want to trigger the macro with. In this case, I have several separated by a semicolon. Each of those will execute the same command. Build the macro and then hit apply. You can test most of your commands in WordPad. You're going to notice that I've added a voice reply so that I know that the command was executed. Let's break down a more complex command that'll move the shields to the front. Before you build this command, you should map out what you want to accomplish and then write down how you plan to execute it. Control plus pad 5 moves the shields to the center, and Control plus pad 8 moves them forward. The program's going to start by pressing Control and numpad 5. This is done to set the shield's balance before the rest of the command. This has to be done first or else the command won't work as you want. Pressing Control and number pad 8 will move the shields forward. This has to be done several times because each click will only move it a small amount. It's important to test out your profile in Vandal Swarm, and it's normal that you may need to take notes and adjust some commands. And that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me directly. I'll help you. Don't forget that there's currently an ongoing ship giveaway. Please help me get the word out by telling your friends, and don't forget to sign up for it. The prize is an LTI Avenger Titan, and you only have until Saturday before the contest is over. A quick shout out to 4 new members that joined Enemy Contact: Crypt Ace, Vastly, The White Ranger, and Brickyard44. Brickyard is a Twitch streamer who covers Star Citizen and other games from Sunday to Tuesday, 7 till 9. His stream is always entertaining and a great way to spend the evening. And I'd also like to say thank you to the new Patreon backers. I really appreciate your help in building my channel and reaching a broader audience. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe for more. If you're new to the channel, please take a look at the popular upload section. Thanks, and I'll see you in the verse.